We are nominating Pat Williams of the Pat Williams team of ERA American Real Estate to be an inductee in this year's ERA National Hall of Fame.
So Pat Williams came to our company in 1985. ERA American was founded in April of 1981, and she came on the same day in April 1985. So we were still a very young company with about 20 to 25 agents. She came from a background of working with civil service, raising 3 kids. It was time for her to get out and make a name for herself, and boy did she ever. Through the years, Pat has been a team, she's been a single agent. When we had the $1 Million Club back in the 80s, she was one of the first members in the $1 Million Club. Now it's called Top 10, and there has not been a year that Pat Williams wasn't a part of our top 10, and will be again for the future too.
Pat Williams has been not only a top agent here at ERA American, but she has also been a top team for ERA. She's won the Jim Jackson Award, and she has led the charge on many things that we have changed here at ERA American as the real estate industry has changed. One of the things that I think Pat brings to the table and makes her a standout in the real estate industry is the fact that she takes her passion for real estate and wants to share that with others. I've seen her give deals free, no charge, just give a deal to a newer agent. Why? Because that gives them a springboard to grow their business, to get confident, to be able to have a deal in the bucket. She thinks that those things help agents grow, and she's correct. She shares her passion with others. That makes her a very special person in the real estate industry.
Pat Williams is a very influential realtor here at ERA American Real Estate. I started working with her back in the early 2000s when I was just an administrative assistant with her. Pat Williams assisted me with confidence as an administrative assistant to my role as obtaining my real estate license, then to obtaining a position on the leadership team where I have been instructed to lead others. So I worked with Pat for about 7 years. She retired, I purchased her business, she came back, and she was a top 10 agent the first year she came back out of retirement. What does that tell you about Pat Williams? She just couldn't sit still. You know, retirement wasn't for her. Pat wasn't done yet. So she came back, built her business back up, and just kept running. And that inspired not only the newer agents, that inspired me. Gosh, you can retire and take a couple of years off and then come back and still be back at the top of your game.
So Pat embraces everything that a broker would like to have in an agent. Honesty, integrity, drive, great personality, loves to help other new agents get started in the business. She'll work one-on-one with anybody, any question that they have, she's happy to answer, even though it doesn't necessarily benefit her personally.
Being part of the Pat Williams team has made me so proud because she is just a legend. She's been doing this so long, she's been there, done that. She has helped me with my weaknesses, strengths. We go over every transaction, but she is always there to help when I need it in this difficult market. She knows what she's doing, and she does it effortlessly. She's very, very good at what she does and helping me learn in the process, and she has made me very good.
I've been on the Pat Williams team for approximately 10 years. When I came here, I was just a very quiet, kind of an insecure, inexperienced person. I was a single mom, and Pat took me under her wing and started showing me the ropes. A lot of people don't realize what other things that are affected when you have someone that can help propel you through your journeys as a real estate agent. It's on the personal level. I've been able to raise an entire family, 2 kids, and get everything we've needed in life and have a secure life because of the things that she's done for us as sharing her knowledge with me. I can't express the gratitude that I have for Pat. She's just an amazing person. She's always been there on a personal level as well as a professional level for me and others. She's always there.
So Pat is one of those agents who will come to you and give you honest feedback, let you know what she thinks about something, and there's never any harsh words involved in it. I don't believe I've ever had any kind of a confrontation with Pat in all of these almost 40 years with ERA American Real Estate. She just wants to help.
She had been #1 for a very, very long time. And coming into the business, I didn't realize how much potential one could have until I saw what Pat was doing. She truly inspired me by showing me what's possible with the work ethic and the knowledge. And so I knew that the only way that I was gonna be at that level is with time. Because she had all the experience in the world, and the only way to catch up to that experience is by putting more time in learning the skills. And so she inspired me to work very, very hard to become the Paulie that I am today in real estate. Yeah, one of the things that I learned from Pat, she told me once, was there's plenty of business where you're at, so don't go trying to chase business elsewhere. So the biggest thing that I learned from Pat was that there's plenty of business right where you're at.
The story of Northwest Florida real estate can't be told without the contribution of Pat Williams. In fact, 2 years ago at Fuel, the ERA marketing team reached out to us. They were looking for a way to tell the last 50-year history of the ERA brand and tracing the brand's relevancy through ups and downs in the market, technology changes, and they approached us with an idea. How about telling that story through the lens of the experience and the contribution of Pat Williams? And so there it was on the big stage. Pat Williams as ERA for the last 50 years, leveraging brand resources, tools, systems, applications to be relevant across 5 different decades. That's the reason that we are nominating Pat for this year's class of the Hall of Fame.